Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Workers and Resources. I hope you're having a great day today. We've got the coal trains doing their thing here. I'm just like watching the trains sometimes and just checking out how they do things, man. It's just nice. It's so satisfying when everything just comes together. We have a video that I just released. I think, well, I'll probably release this video the same day as that one. So I think I'm just going to integrate it into the series, honestly. It's a train video. Walk people through the trains and how they all work. So we're just going to continue from where that left off. But if you'd like more information about the trains and how they're all working together and how all the signals and stuff are working, then you can watch that video. So hopefully you can see that. Link in the description. And also, if anyone ever asks about trains again, I'll just direct them to that one. So there you go. We got a couple of things we're going to take care of today, and some of it involves trains. Let's take a look at the station really quick. 758 workers. There's a lot of people here that really want a job, and I need to give them that job. I would like to get them kind of taken over here too, but like I gotta find like ways for them to go to work. And the thing is, electrical components, it says there's no workers, and that's because I never rebuilt the stupid bridge. So let's go do that right now too. So yeah. We forget things. I did all the bridging over there, but I just totally forgot about this one. So let's get this put in. If I can do maybe is the concrete one less materials, or I think actually what I need to do is just pull this back just a little bit more. Here we go. Just take this bridge here, pop that in, swing it around the other side, and I'm really hoping that just works, because it's kind of a toss-up sometimes whether it will. There it goes. And then we take the walking path down here and we stretch it around and hook it up to this side. We're going to need to walk this one back just a little bit. And we just wrap it around that side and through. Okay. So, walking paths are expensive. But that will hook up the train station to this. It should. Yep. And now they can work here, because this place is usually full when the train comes. So, but we have a lot of workers anyway. So 500 people, up to 500 people can work here. Up to 150 can work here, I think. Yep, that's the maximum. And then up to 150 can work here. That's a lot of workers, and I don't need that much steel, to be honest. So I'm gonna take down the number of steel workers we have. But I think in order to really take them to work like that, I need this train to be longer than it is. You know, like I think the 335 capacity that this has is nice and all, but it's not good enough. So I think after this trip here, where we load up on the workers and all of those workers, I think I'm going to have this train report to the depot, and we're going to get this thing at least one more passenger car. That's probably a good place to go with it anyway. At least one more passenger car. We also have the other passenger train too. But see, there's just so many people waiting for jobs. I'd like to give them jobs more local too. So I'm gonna set up the next thing, which we haven't built yet, and I'm hoping that it fits right here super snugly. I say that like I haven't spaced it out already. Yeah. Equipment for citizens. We're going to, where is it? Oh, come on now. Television station. There it is. Weird. Now this is normally 1.2 million rubles, but we're gonna build it with resources, of course. It's ginormous. Yep, it's pretty damn big, and it's going to fit right here, very snugly right here. Now, I don't want to get in the way necessarily of that road, but it looks like it's just going to get in the way of that road. So I'm going to have to redo that road, I think, over there. Or maybe well, I might get lucky here. I might get lucky. Here we go. How about just like that? Pop that in there, too. So this road here, let me see. Can you still continue? Oh, yeah, baby. Look at this. That fits so perfectly. All right, so we're going to put this down about like there. And this is going to go all like this and hook up just like that. All right, nice angled roads. Don't you love them? Yeah, so over here is where I'm hoping to have a airport for tourism. I was thinking about doing it here, but it's a little bit too close for the pollution and stuff. And I also think that if I'm going to do an airport here, it might be a cargo airport instead. So I can maybe mix and match those a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. It does make sense to have the airport for passengers closer to where the tourism is. But then again, there's going to be a lot of tourism over here. So, yeah. And we're starting to get ourselves over towards where our capital city is going to be. And I'd like to look at that today, too. Just a little bit of a preview for that. But first, let's check out our farms. So we've got a lot of money in the bank right now. And I'm thinking I want to get some of these roads at least staffed or like paid for here, just so we can get started with the farming in the fields. So I'm gonna just pay for a few of these roads, and it looks like we just pay for a couple of these, and this is mostly just to get, like I said before, like just to get the crops started to get worked on, right? Because they're not gonna get worked on at all if we don't have some of the roads done. And I'm in the springtime now. I wasn't sure if I wanted to just wait for the next year, but I think I'm too impatient for that. So we've got at least this many fields done, and I think that's probably a good start at least. So why don't we... let's get another... Nah, it's expensive. Urgh. I could have gotten away with just, mud roads for a while, right? I totally could have. Just do the mud roads. We'll do this one. That's it, okay? That's it. That's the last one. So the rest of those stuff we're going to pay for is... vehicles, right? So we want to have harvesters and we want to have tractors, and that's it, because all of the collections for the fields is going to get taken care of by distribution centers. So we're going to start with this agri-farm having 1, 2, 3, 4 harvesters for now, and then we'll go with, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4 tractors for now. Fine. And then we need to hook up the various different fields. Looks like these ones are already hooked up for it. It's kind of nice. Medium field 6, 5. There's a whole bunch of different ones here. I'm not sure. I mean, I can just click them if they're not added already. Then they'll just get added, right? So we want these 2 small ones. These ones. These ones are already added. Okay, cool. And this one doesn't have a road connection yet. Got it. So we'll hook this one up. This one up. Yeah. So I want the small fields done first, followed up with the medium fields, and then do the large ones. Okay, and that's your workflow. So off you go, tractors. Have fun. Do the things that you want to do, and we'll make sure that you have power as well. Let's just go ahead and pay for this too. What's the point of resources if you're just gonna spend the money? I know, right? I know, but at least we're set up and we're running, and that's good. All right, so we can start farming now, and it looks like we're gonna have other vehicles using the roads. I'm hoping that's a construction vehicle. Yes, it's a construction office. Okay, good. Because I really don't want construction offices. Well, they have to go around, right? Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah. That's been the disruption. There's been a disruption here, and I was like, what's going on? So this road is done. That's cool, but like a lot of these guys were just super lost, and they were all coming through here. I was like, man, that seems like an awful lot of traffic. What's going on? Well, it's because this road is under construction. They can't get around it. Yeah. Now they're going to go around here, which is, I guess, more favorable for me anyway. Next thing I want to do is take a look at students. There are a lot of students waiting, 123 of them, in fact. And I think there's probably, we could have students waiting here if we had trains coming in here. So I think I'd like to get trains coming through here. We'll start the initial stages of this. Of course, it's going to take a while to build it, but it'll happen. So the first thing I want to do is I want to see how to get into this area. And I think what we'll start with is probably right here. We'll come around, and I just want to curve this. If it will let me get into here, that'd be nice. You know what? Why don't we instead start from this side? We'll go like this with a track, as close to the road as it'll let me go. And then I want to cross the track here, like that. It's probably just too close to that intersection, I bet. So we'll back this track off just a little bit, and we'll come through about like that, yeah. And then from here, we can hook up to this line. So we're gonna come in right like this, and that will hook up there, and also there. And I want this to, yep, I want it to split just like that. Okay, so this hooks it up to this system. Now, this is a single track, so there's gonna be some issues possibly there. We'll look at those as they come. But the one thing we're gonna have also is 2 tracks here. This is going to be sort of our little bypass area, so trains can pass by each other. And then I'd like to get this track to come right through here. I'm sure you can do it. I'm so sure you can do this. Never been more sure of something in my life. Come on, you can do this. Straight through the middle. Oh boy, this is very tight. Come on, I know you can do this. I believe in you. Come on. This is nerve-wracking. I'm wondering if I should go through here instead. I can't get close enough to intersections. That's the thing. The game doesn't let me get close to intersections. What if I came through like this instead? Actually, you know, the train track has got to be along the side of this distribution center, so maybe we should go ahead and start that off. See how close we can get to this. There we go. And then we can we can work our way around. Now, the thing is, I kind of have to keep it out like this because that's the only way I can cross this road, probably. Probably. Let's bring this back a little bit, and we'll see if we can wrap around here like so. I'm pretty sure this is just too close, and it's not going to let me cross unless I do something pretty crazy here. Yeah, like that. Okay, that's what we need. So we'll go in like this, and then I need to duck this. I need to cut it a little bit. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Well, glad I'm not doing that. Although it does make sense to have the electric railway, right, for the students. We're all modern and stuff over there, right? Nah, we'll pass. So we got this train track that's going to kind of run along this road, and it's going to bring them around this distribution center. And I'm thinking, yeah, you know, I think I'll actually go ahead and just move this out just a little bit more. Come on. Oh, hitboxes. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, something like that right there. So we'll have this train track kind of run alongside this road, go around this distribution center, but go around the road. And then this is of course, our bypass area. So we'll just come like this and like that. Okay, cool. So this is a train track we want to build, of course. And we can have it sent all the way over here, and it goes straight through there. Now, I don't know exactly where the capital yet is or where the center of it is. So I think that's probably the next thing to talk about is where the center is on that. So go ahead and finalize this. All right, so let's talk about our capital just for a second. What's going on with this, okay? So the idea here is that this city develops this direction towards the capital area, and this city develops this direction towards the capital area. We've got two roads, this one going through here, and this one here also coming in through here. We also got this cross street, which can also match up if we need it to as well, and this one here is just going this way too. Okay, so there's lots of roads that are kind of headed this direction. So in the center of our capital, we're going to have a building called the Palace of Communism, okay? Because this thing looks like Sauron's Tower, right? I'm sorry. Saruman's Tower, whatever the heck it is in Lord of the Rings, right? This thing looks like a big tower, okay? And I like it, and I want it in the center. So now I don't exactly know where the center is going to be, but I can kind of just get a feel for it. But I'd like this building to basically just be looking at, right? Looking over that water, just straight at that lake, right? So, like, all the people of Charlebinsk just are getting stared at, right? So why don't we just put this, like, right... I don't know where the center is going to be, but I'm going to put it here, okay? So let's take a look and see where that spacing is. So first off, this road should go bypass it, and it does cleanly. Okay, good. And it needs to bypass with some pretty good spacing, too, because we're going to have a perfectly round one-way street, a perfectly round roundabout around the Palace of Communism, okay? So how are we going to do this perfectly round road? Well, I've got this. I mean, you could just draw it. But if we take the asphalt road tool and we come behind this about the distance we want to be away, and it's a toss-up as to whether or not we can actually fit it, but I'm going to try. So it's a guessing game, so we might have to try a couple of times. But I'd like to get this road segment, like, basically right behind it, about like this. So the smallest segment of road I can make is there, okay? 10 meters of road. Then what I want to do is I'm going to click the opposite side, basically. and I'm going to go the opposite direction. And you notice how if you go the opposite direction, you get this big circle, all right? And if you just use the scroll wheel on your mouse, you can adjust the sizing of that circle. And so I can now make a road, if I'd like to, right in there. Oh, hang on. It went to the other direction. Hang on. So we need it to go, yep, like this, man. All the way around to the other side. Oh, no. It's not going the other way. It was going the right way the first time. Dang it. What happened? No. I'll figure this out. There it goes. Okay. I guess I just had to go the other way with it. So this is our perfectly round roundabout around the Capitol. Now, is it perfectly centered? I mean, kinda. Here's the center of the building, which is pretty much dead on in the center here, right? So that's gonna be that, and then this road takes it straight out to here. Okay. Now this is our roundabout area, okay? But we're also gonna have this is like a plaza. So there's a lot of walking spaces, and what I'm hoping we can do is we can put in some, I don't know, like a carousel here. Yeah, we can fit like all these other, touristy things in this area. Like it's almost like a theme park, like a permanent theme park that everyone can just come and enjoy, right? And all this area is surrounding the Palace of Communism. Yay! So that's what we're gonna do with this. And then what you can also do is you can use your trees and accessories menu to generate gravel squares and asphalt squares, right? So what we can do here, if we want this to be a plaza of some kind, we can take and make it gravel if we'd like to, or it kind of just depends on the material. But I like the airplane square, to be honest. All right, so I take my airplane square, and I start right up over, like, say here, right at the end of this, right at this corner here, and I just draw it like this. Then I end up with this more consistent tiling through here, and then I can start here, for example, and just go up one, and as long as it's not, through the end of the road, and then again we get this more consistent sort of tiling, so it looks like it's all one piece. There's a little bit of overlap there. I'm probably going to have to adjust that. And then I also didn't quite go far enough here. But you can see what I'm trying to do, right? It's this big sort of plaza area that everyone can walk in and stand in. And we'll have rides and carousels and all sorts of stuff through here, and trees and whatever. So this is sort of the game plan, if you will, for my big communist capital city. So yeah, we're just gonna paint this through here, and this is just the town square, if you will, right? This isn't the whole city, of course, but it's just the little bits here. Now, do I have to get rid of this? Yes. The answer is yes, I do. We'll go like that and like that. Okay, and then we'll just have to relay it. So airplane tile comes about here. Should be able to get there, and then we can relay this too. We just want to do it in a way where it's not gonna, yep, there it is. Okay, so we have a perfectly round area here with the Capitol in the center, okay? And this is gonna get constructed by our helicopters and stuff as we go. And so the rest of the city is gonna sort of be centered around this building. And we have all the other types of hotels and tourist attractions, etc. will all kind of be around here. So what we want to do is just like the ultimate hub for tourism and stuff too. So what we want is we're going to put a beach over here. So this is going to be where our beach is anyway. And I actually thought about, I think I kind of need a beach, right? Like this gravel area sort of sucks for a beach, but it needs to be on the water. So when you need to space this out and make this flat. Yeah, this needs to be a flat area, so we'll probably do that. We have a pyramid museum that can totally be nearby on this too. And that will get hooked up to, our different roads and stuff that are going to be coming out. But I kind of want to place the 4 roads first. So this road will come out from this side and meet up this side. This one's going to go straight across, and then it will have a connector. Then there's another one down here that will eventually come across and meet up on this side. And then there's I think that's it, actually. Yeah, one comes there. Yeah. So I need to figure out sort of where that stuff's going to be. But I'm going to be placing tourist attractions around this whole area. And then, of course, we have just big city hotels kind of scattered around here, too. And everyone can bask in the glory that is the Palace of Communism. So there you go. This is going to be the center of it all right there. So this road will go straight through like this. All the way, I think, yeah, all the way out about like this. We'll have that be built. And then this road here is going to come across the road. Or sorry, across the water, and we want it to be high enough to where the ships can bypass it, right? So we're going to need a bridge. What's a really good-looking bridge? How about this brick bridge? How does this look? If I made a nice brick bridge, that look good? Ooh, I'm worried about the I'm worried about it being high enough for the boats. Well, I need it to come up first, right? So I may need to back the road up a little bit to get that in there. Or just go up in steps, I guess. If I marked that as the bridge, it kind of... See, I really wish I could get a better view of both the bridge in this direction as well as how high it is. I wish I could get a better view of that, but I can't really do that very well. So let's go up as high as we can, I suppose. And we'll go about like... Yeah, I guess it's going to be about like this. Yep. So if I went like that, that's pretty high. And then the bridge comes across. Woo! Now that's a problem. Because, like, boats going through that? No. That's a problem. We're not going to be able to use this kind of bridge. Yeah, I need something that has pillars a lot further apart. This is 14 meters. That's not going to work. I need something that's a lot more. Like 57. 57 would work. That sounds like it will work. How good does the bridge look, though? Well, okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Bring it this way as far as it can go, as high as it can go. Right about like really just ramp it up there, man. Get it up there. Yeah, I like this much better. So this bridge kind of just comes all the way across the water and about like this, which seems a lot better than what we had before. And that's obviously a lot better than we had before. And now ships can move, you know, through here. I don't know about it being like, I don't know about being right in the center. I feel like, you know, I guess boats can choose to go that way or that way on this side of it. But I don't know if they will. You might see boats going through the center of that bridge, but let's hope not. Let's just hope not. So we'll have it come down too, right? It needs to come down. I don't want that. I don't want that thing down on this, so I'm gonna have to maybe step it down in waves here to prevent that. So we'll step it down about like this. Yeah, get that out of here, right there. And then all the way down to the bottom of the ground now. Please, yep. And let that be so. And now this asphalt will curve. Come around this way. And hook up with that. Well, it doesn't look stupid. That's my only rebuttal there. It doesn't look entirely stupid. I think, though, that... I'm going to delete this. I think, though, I can make this look a little better if I bring this over and maybe step it straight down. Or step it down one. Because I think it's kind of going higher as it goes, and I don't want it to do that. So, yeah, like if I make this just barely green... should be the same height the whole way over. Just barely green. Come on now, you can do it. See how it's kind of coming up a little bit? I don't want it to do that. So it's still kind of coming up, right? So let's see if I can make this bridge so where it doesn't do that. All right, I think that's probably going to do it. I actually went and made this segment first and then just told this to connect to that because it kind of looked level. And so this bridge is like a 400,000 ruble bridge, and we're going to go ahead and build it. And then this is going to be sort of this bridge that takes people over and over to the capital, and that's that. So let's go ahead and mark that and say, hey, go ahead and build it now. and everybody will get busy building those roads and our capital city. Yeah, capital center. I think straight from this road, we'll probably want to mark another road to come straight from this one because it's nice and clean. So we'll take it straight to this other stretch right here. We want it to go really straight. I think that's probably good. And then from there, we'll go even straight again. Take it all the way this direction. Pretty straight. That looks straight. I want it to be like the straightest that you ever did straight. That's definitely crooked. So we're going to have to redo that. I think I'm just going to cancel plans really quick. It's probably the easiest way to get rid of the road without endangering your other pending projects. But if I go, I think that was probably pretty straight though. This one was pretty straight. So we'll have this one be the reference for our straightness. And then we'll go this way and we'll see how straight that road is. Looks pretty good. I mean, I don't think I can get any meaningful difference on that if I did it any differently. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that too. So we're setting up the basis for the measurements, if you will, for our capital as it goes. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, lots of construction. And hoping that we have workers here now. Yeah, but we're missing plastics. So plastics is something that I have had to buy. And I have a plan for making it very well. But the space I would like to do it in is occupied right now. So I think the next project is going to be airport. And then from there, the next project is going to be nuclear power. We're going to have to look for nuclear power. The airport and all this construction is going to be heavily helped. I'll go with heavily helped if we have a local source for gravel, concrete, asphalt, etc., and not having to travel all the way over there to get it. That's the big bottleneck we have right now, is that I have to travel all the way over there to get it. So I think I'm going to set up some of that stuff to be right here. And then I'm also going to have some of it be right here as well. So I already have the quarry over here. So I could start gravel over here if I wanted to. I already have a couple of quarries. So if I was going to do that, I guess we would go with, well, yeah, gravel processing would be kind of over here. There's 3 quarries here. So we'll have it all brought in with this. And I think maybe... we could have aggregate, but I don't really care for that. The aggregate storage can feed it though, right? Can't that happen? Or does it have to be manually fed, doesn't it? I think it does. I think this is one of those buildings that has to be fed manually. But ideally, let's work backwards here, because ideally what I'd like to have is a truck aggregate loading. Probably in this spot here. I could get away with it maybe here, but I think over here, well, the trucks aren't coming through here. And I'm actually thinking maybe if I can, it would be a good idea. It probably would be a great idea to have this road travel all the way across the tracks as sort of a quicker access point for this. Question is, will it let me do that? And I think the answer at the moment is a resounding yes. I thought it was a no. I was pretty confident that it was a no, but I'm happy to be proven wrong once more. So I think I'm gonna have this road built too. We'll make it asphalt. We'll probably end up upgrading this road to asphalt as well. And then I think we'll make this gravel, but we'll upgrade. I think I'm gonna upgrade that to asphalt as well. We might as well just mark all this stuff for upgrades, man. I'm telling you. It's just like whatever at this point. You might as well. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to have everything upgraded. This here is probably not worth upgrading, but you know what? I'm feeling good about it. Or how about this? Why don't, as soon as we get the local asphalt, then we can deal with that. I think that's probably better. I'll let this slide for now, but once we get the local asphalt, that's probably what we want to do. Speaking of local stuff, so from there, we're going to want truck loading, and we'll probably have the truck loading be right over here, actually, is probably a good spot. So we'll have the truck loading be right here. Right there. Come on. Come on. Oh, Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'll just draw the road myself. Thanks. And get the asphalt road goes like that. Okay. So truck loading here. We're going to need to feed it with a belt to this point. Trucks can just come in and load it up, right? Whatever they're loading up, they can load up. It's probably going to be... This one will probably be gravel to load here. So we'll get our aggregate storage for this. And that aggregate storage will then feed that. Yep. So we'll probably want it to be maybe along the backside here. Yeah. And gravel processing will be here. And then we have a lot, like there's a lot of gravel needed here. So like there's time. Let's put the elevator. Yeah. Well, it's kind of an elevator. Put the engine transfer in here first. And I can set it right in here, I think. Eek, not quite. Well, okay, that would work right there. Yep, that works. And then turn it as far as we can angled wise. This is acceptable. This is acceptable. We'll build this. And then hopefully I can put in the storage and it will meet up with that directly. The large aggregate storage on this side. And it meets up right about there, which is kind of far away from where I want it. I want it over here, but I get it. It's fine. If I do it here, then I have to have everything connected on this side, which, nah, I'd rather it be on this side, I think. Doesn't really matter. Honestly, if I put it on this side, then these guys might be able to work here. You know, we got a bus stop there and everything. Yeah. But if I put it on this side, then the train, they can walk across the tracks to get here. There's... Yeah, train always wins. Train will always win. So we'll place this here. Like that. So then that's going to be aggregate for the gravel. So we'll need gravel processing to hook up to that. And that's going to be on this side, I guess, because it'll meet up with these. So we'll have, I guess it'll just face this direction, I guess. Why not? Go in about here. If I put it all the way over on this side, then they can work there. I'm tempted to make this road come across now, though. I'm looking at it, and it's really like, it's talking to me, you know? It's saying, you want to go? Yeah, I know. I do. I really do. If I do that straight through here, it's like you'll fit through these posts and stuff too. Right through the electrical lines. I think you will. You'll have to curve a little bit, but you totally do it. So maybe we'll do this. And then can I have my gravel processing plant still fit here? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. We can do it here then. So I can bring it all the way over about like... Come on. Be nice. Be nice. I want it to go from the right one. The far right one. Yes, like that. But I need to move these electrical lines. All of you are moving. Bye. You're all going to move. And you're all going to be right here. You're going straight over now. Congratulations. Okay. So the reason for wanting that is because I want the gravel to feed the aggregate, but I also want it to feed the other buildings I'm using gravel for. So like the cement, the concrete plant needs to have gravel too, right? So it's going to feed it from that side. And I might be too close here. I might be. Possible. Quite possible, in fact. But if I was here, and I went there, like that, then I went... Gravel feeds there, right? Yeah. And then this is going to need cement too. So the cement silo will be on this side. And it feeds direct, yep, like this. But then if I do that, well, It's not the end of the world. This is actually okay. The cement silo can be here, provided I can get the road connected to it, which is doable, right? Like this. But now I have to feed into that, which is probably going to get crowded. It's probably too crowded. Where is my cement plant? Is that somewhere else? Right here, cement plant. So this takes coal and it takes gravel. So we'll take the gravel here. Yep. Okay. This is where we're going with this. So we're going to take coal from here and feed it in as well, right? And it looks to me like I'm going to have to bring this further away than I wanted. Unless I put this... All right, let me rearrange this. All right, so what have we got so far? We've got the gravel processing plant located on this side. And it's going to feed gravel to 3 different sources. The first is it's going to wrap around, and I had to restructure this road to make this happen. But I got this little, what is it called? Conveyor engine. I'm going to call it an elevator every time. I just know it. I got this little this engine popped in over here, and it comes all the way around to a truck aggregate loading. So all the trucks that need it, they can just get it from here. I'm thinking, though, because the construction office is over here, that I might be better off just having that engine be located right here anyway, instead of having it way over here. The reason I put it over here initially was just because we're going to be constructing things over on this side, so I figured the trucks could go over here. But now I'm thinking I might be able to have the best of both worlds if I just sort of split it first and have it here too. It's not a bad idea. Long-term wise, I'm just wondering if there's any way to have both of them in there. So let's take a look at this really quick. Yeah, so if I do this, I get gravel hooked up to here direct, and I can go over to the other side too, which is kind of nice. If I can get it there just right. So right about like here. And then I want to rotate you ever so slightly, just enough to where I can maybe get it. It's going to have to be like that. Okay, so rotate it a little bit more. Find the spot like this. And then I need to hook up manually because I didn't want that road to build. So over there and then over there. Okay. So that is feeding gravel into here, right? That's what we wanted. So the next place, I'm already feeding gravel into here though. Yeah, I am. Oh, okay. Hang on. I missed that part. All right. I'm already feeding gravel into this. So instead, what we could do, I suppose, is delete that. And I suppose we could just hook you. I mean, there's no reason to do that, I suppose. This goes only to one place, and this goes to many places. So I guess we just do that, yeah. And then this one can go direct to the truck then. So we can take the aggregate loading. Ooh, that's train. I want truck. Here we go. Much more reasonably sized, yes? Yeah. And then we bring this right there. Yep, that will fit. Bop. Okay, good. And then, so the trucks can get it from here, or they can come around and get it from this side. Both of those are going to work now. They're pretty acceptable. Although, part of me wants to bring it back here anyway, but it doesn't matter. Trucks can get there. That's all that matters. If I really want to be bold about it, I could maybe redo this line and bring this together, but no, I'm not going to. I've got 2 aggregate loadings for trucks. That's all I want. Okay, so from there, let's get our conveyor belts to build. And then, so the goal here is to hook up everything, right? Everything we need for construction to be in this area right here. So essentially we have helicopters landing here to get the more advanced stuff, here to get all the intermediate stuff, bricks, boards, steel, etc. Mechanical components, electrical components, etc. can all be over here. And then all of the, I don't want to say beginner stuff, that's not it. Not the intermediate stuff, but the raw material type stuff. It's not really raw, but I think you get it. Gravel, asphalt, cement, quick stuff that has to be done now. All that can be done right here. So essentially, we went from having to go through across the entire map to get all of our supplies to basically being able to get everything we need in this area that's on screen right now. And I like that. That's nice. But we have to hook it up to helicopters first. So that's what this conveyor here is going off to do. This engine over here is going off to do that. So let's talk about that a little bit. We need I'm going to say 4 helipads for this. And let me show you why. So this is the cargo. It's going to be able to hook up a factory connection from here, which I really like. The regular concrete here does not have a, it doesn't have an out for concrete. You can't have an out for concrete. It's built, it's ready to mix, you have to use it. But we can use the factory connection to have instant access to it. So we're gonna use the concrete factory's factory connection, as well as that little gravel line that you see coming towards me right now. We're gonna use that too. In order to use that gravel line though, we have to have this engine transfer running from here. Now, the big problem with this is that we're not currently bringing it to storage. We're bringing it directly from here. I want big storage too. So there's a lot of space here. Let's see if we can fit some storage in, and then we'll bring all the stuff off of the storage instead. So we need to have large aggregate storage, and I'm thinking we put that right over here. If it will fit directly, it looks like it's gonna be difficult with me. Oh, it certainly is. I can do it on this side, but I'm taking up a lot of space that I wanted for the helicopters. It just is what it is, I guess. We'll put it right here. Make sure we get the conveyor hooked up to it. So that's going to transfer the resources directly to storage. So if we're not sending it here direct and we're not sending it to the trucks direct, then we're sending it off to storage, and that's going to be loaded for the helicopters. Because honestly, I think the helicopters are going to bring things a lot faster and more often than trucks will anyway. They're very efficient at what they do. So there we go. We have this. Then what I need to do is we're going to hook up an engine probably. Hang on, can I have this? Yeah. We're going to hook up an engine probably, and I need to make sure I have roads for this stuff. It is not necessarily the easiest thing to do. Probably can go through here with a road. Let's bring this across. See if we can maybe make this work. We'll bring this straight across for now and see how that lines up. Eventually this will go across too, but I want a helicopter. I need a helicopter pad. No, I can't do this because that factory connection. Never mind. Okay. Helicopters will have to be like this then. And then this road's going to have to go around that way. That's fine. So the engine... Let's just get that road in just to make sure it's not in the way. All the way around like this. Probably. I'm going to be in the way here. I don't want to be in the way here. We're going to have to come out a little further and then over. Yeah. Because these are the outputs. So I'm going to come out about here, and then we'll come straight over like that, and we'll see if that's in the way. So from storage to helipad and concrete. That's what we need. So let's grab engine. Hopefully that hooks up. Yep, it does. It does. Right like that. Perfect. So right about like this. And then from the cargo heliport, we should have both. Yep, we do. Awesome. So this hooks up all of that awesome stuff, right? Very good. And it provides us with this whole area over here on this side where we could feasibly add additional production on something and hook it up to this pad too. So I kind of like that as well. Let's make sure this connects because it didn't automatically. There it goes. And then that engine is bringing it there. Yep. And then up to there. Perfect. So the last thing, now that we have all this stuff hooked up, we have it. We have all the gravel hooked up to every source. We have concrete hooked up to where it's going to need to be output. We have gravel hooked up to the concrete, and then this is getting gravel to cement, and then cement to here. So everything's hooked up except asphalt. So let's take a look at asphalt. We have this little tiny plant, and the reason I can't use, the reason why I said I need 4 heliports or helipads is because I can't hook up asphalt to this one. I wish I could, but there's no factory connection to this building. So I can't really just add a factory connection. So we're going to place it over on this side, I guess. Probably how we have to do it. Right about here should do. I really have to make sure that road gets through, though. Make sure that road gets through this area. Like, man, I don't want to go too close to those outputs because that's going to screw it up. So let's see if this works. Where is my asphalt? Try low. And we need you to go in just like... Yeah, so it looks to me like... Wait, this is a road here. Oh, never mind. This is a... It's already a road. Place the asphalt first. We have plenty of room. All right, so this is going to go in right like this. Right up against this. No big deal. Now, there's actually one other bit to this, and I think most of you guys can know where I'm going with this because you're probably wondering, how exactly are you getting bitumen to this exactly? Because, you know, you kind of have to do that to make asphalt. And you're right, I do. Absolutely do. Which is why I've set it up over here. So when I originally made this, I totally forgot to do like tanks for storage for excess. So access storage tank wasn't a thing. I was just going directly from pump to here. That problem's been remedied. We have a tank here, which is going to store our oil, and this one is going to store our bitumen. And then what we're going to do is take the pipe from here and run it straight over to there. Done. Easy. Easy, easy peasy. We also have fuel sources going in here. So there's a truck aggregate loading and unloading for fuel right here. We're going to have that load fuel. So all the trucks that need to haul or put fuel in their tanks and send it out to other gas stations and stuff, they can load it up really fast from that point there. And then we have 2 storage tanks. The first tank is going to provide fuel for this one. The second one is going to provide fuel for trains, which I'm going to put another train refueling right here, I think. And that will just provide additional fuel for trains, for coal, and whatever else we're going to run through here. But this is also potentially a place where we could look to collect fuel to export because we might be making extra. So we could do that. And then the output over on that side, the United States, we have not, we're NATO, I suppose, we have not exported fuel to them yet. We could even run it along this same line because I think this over here, I think has a rail connection, if I remember correctly. I do not remember correctly, so there you go. Ooh, wouldn't you know it? Who would have thought? It's got to be really close by then, right? That one doesn't, so it's got to be this one way over here. Yeah. So, I mean, we could make the fuel and then find a way to get it over here. This is where all of our oil, look at this, like crop circles, man. This is where all of our underground stuff is being built and everything. We still got some lines going in. Some of them are built already. Helicopters are on it. But that's the thing that we're in the works for. So let's finalize this and then we can all go home and have a beer. So I need to have the asphalt plant here. So this connection gives this heliport, this heliport cargo platform, and it gives it access to gravel and concrete. Okay, that all these guys can stop for that now. But in order to stop for asphalt, they're gonna have to get on this one. So I'm gonna have to hook this up like this. This is acceptable. I can maybe put 2 here. Now there's an idea. I see no reason why I can't have 2 of these. So right here it's glowing green. And right here it's glowing green. Wait for it. No way. No way. 3? Never mind. I gotta have 3 for this one too. I don't need it, but I don't not need it either. So now we have 6 heliports, and now 6 helicopters can land. 12 helicopters actually. 12 helicopters at a time can land in this area to get materials, to get goods that they need. How cool is that? Lots and lots of these helicopters, man. So this road is now going to come around as if it was planned this way. It's going to head all the way over here, and it's going to meet up with this. Oh boy. Like that, like that, like that. This is already hooked up there. This is all hooked up through here. And if we want to, we can go ahead and do that. Maybe stretch this across. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, no problem. Maybe we can just go around it like this too. Yep. So this whole area is getting built out, guys. And we're going to provide all sorts of materials for all sorts of construction projects as we make our way into getting our airport built, into building our television station, into building our capital city. All of that is going to be available right here, and they can get it in here. They don't have to travel all the way over there to get what they want anymore, which is really nice. I think that's really, really nice. So that's it, guys. that's the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Next video, we'll take a look, make sure our agriculture's done. Probably have all these roads built by then, hopefully. There's a good chance that I can get most of this stuff built, maybe even with rubles, just to get it accelerated. I don't know. We'll see. But mostly what I'd like to look at next time, in addition to like having this stuff started, and it is started, in addition to having this running, is I want to look at what it's going to take to get ourselves upgraded to nuclear power, because adding all these facilities, I mean, that's nice and all, but you got to power them. And we're getting real dry on power. And the only reason I'm profitable at all is because of that fuel and oil export. And even then, it's starting to slow down. So, yeah, I would really like to address that pretty quickly. So we're going to take a look at what it's going to take for nuclear power pretty soon, too. So that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.